2.
It's amazing what you can get done with 6 weeks of good weather. I'm standing on the last 38 sites up here at Maymorn Farm. 3 of them have gone under offer in the last week. Everything's moving ahead full noise. There's a big pile of the posts that Jerry's using to do the post and rail fencing on these sites. In behind me, the diggers spreading out the AP65 which they're bringing in. It passed the roll test this morning, so the subgrade's been tested and it's all good to go. We're going to keep building this road up over the next week. The curb team's coming in on Tuesday and they're going to put the curbs in for this last little bit of road, so they'll be flat out for the next few days getting this ready for them. The footpath's all been, had all the hard fill put on it. We've left a couple of little spots where we've got some laterals we still need to put in. They'll be done over the next couple of weeks as well. Let's have a look around the site and see what's going on. So as we drive around today, we've got 2 houses handed over already to happy clients. That's lots 32 and 41. We've got 3 homes under construction with our build partners, Sentinel Homes, Houseworks and Total Build. We then have ourselves another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got another 7 houses under construction at the moment, all to be handed over before Christmas. The market's really started to pick up in the last week. We've had 3 houses, or 3 of the sites go under offer, one with a house package on it. And we're just coming up to this one on lot 6. We've just had this, we'll pop inside and have a quick look. We've just had this all staged and they're going to get all that photographed. So this is lot 6 and we're going to be running some open homes on this very, very shortly. So we'll put those up in the advertising. Let's go and have a quick look at this one. So this is lot 6. This home's nearly completed. The owner's been really kind to us. They're actually allowing us to stage the home, photograph it and run it as a show home for a few weeks. So we're going to go through and have a look. Landscaping's not finished, but one of the cool things to point out, the boys, when they've come through and they've done the concreting, they've actually exposed all of the mowing strips, which is really cool. Just adds that little bit of touch of class and just ties the whole thing in together. Let's go and have a look. Again, hello.
Hello.
Good, good. So we're staging all of this. So come on through, we'll have a bit of a look. This is the girls from Stage and Style. Hey guys, yeah. So we'll get all this staged and photographed. This is one of our Mad-Eye plans. This has the scullery with the sink inside as well, which is very, very cool. So you can hide all your dishes out the back here. They've gone with the surround on the microwave too, which is really nice. So you can choose all of the kitchen finishings, the the bench tops, the handles, the colours, the splashbacks. That's all optional things that they can choose as they do the house. We go down and have a look down the hallway. One of the really cool things about this plan too is the 2.7 stud, so it's quite high, gives a real feeling of space. What we've done to enhance that is we've gone with the over height door frames as well, which really makes it just seem so much bigger. She's done a fantastic job with the painting too. It's like glass, such a good job. This is the one of the bedrooms. Again, they've got the over height doors, beautiful outlook onto the patio. So that's a huge entertaining area. That's all exposed aggregate. So that'll be a lovely place to entertain. We're going to have it all grassed, fix the fence, and then planted. Let's go. Cool. One of the other optional extras on this one too, they've put in the ducted heat pump, so that all of the rooms have ducts in them, so all the heating and cooling. Because one of the big things with our houses, they're airtight, so you want to get that air flowing through, but they also get really hot in summer, you know, because they're so well insulated. Look how big this is. So this is your indoor outdoor flow straight onto the patio. Look how big that is. And you got heaps of room out here. We undersold this one, I think. It's look at the backyard, or front yard. Wow, that's awesome. That's huge. What a cool house. I don't mind saying so myself. All right, let's go and have a look at some of the other ones. Thanks, guys. This is that's the flash clad. That's a 3 mil. So you notice it's not oil canning. It's looking lovely. All right, cool. So as you come along Maymorn Road on your left-hand side, you're probably going to notice these large piles of topsoil. We haven't managed to get those moved before the end of the earthworking season. We're actually going to hang on to those and use them for some landscaping we're going to do early in the next season. So they're going to stay there. It's all been silt fenced and it'll be stabilised as well. So that'll just sit there. Other than that, we've completed all of the other earthworks. There's only one other thing down here we haven't completed, which is the filling in the pond, or the SRP down the other end. We'll go and have a look at that one. We've finished all the earthworking, so all the areas that pond captures all the water, they're actually all stabilised now. So the ponds, well, the SRP is actually redundant, but we can't do it. We haven't got enough time to get it disestablished before the end of the month. Hey, so Gori's out here, he's marking out our site for lot 21, so this is going to be our show home that we're starting to build. So when are we laying this one?
We're laying this one about the 14th of June, I believe.
Okay, cool. So that's going to be our first show home up here for us. So yeah, we're starting the 14th of June, and in the meantime we've got the sales suite over there in the corner. So we're up at lot 11. We've already done the pre-line, we've wired it. As you can see, it's got all the wiring on the pre-wire. All the first fix of the plumbing's in. Rondo's up. These are your sprinklers. So all the houses up here have sprinklers. So they're throughout the house as well. So next stage here is basically to get the insulation in and then jib. I got the insulation here. Cool. Lovely big space. So that's all your jib board. So you've got the bats inside, they're about to start. Got the jib board here, so they'll take that in. These are all the connections for the power. As you can see behind me, we've got the second of our 2 transformers that's just been installed. These large pipes, these are conduits. Inside of these are our high voltage and our low voltage wires. So these big ones, they house these big cables here. That's our high voltage line coming in off the street or off the main road, off Maymorn Road. They go down to this transformer, and then that distributes them throughout the whole subdivision. You then have, from there, you also have these smaller cables. I'm not sure if we've got an example of one. Oh, there you go, you can see it just here. This is your low voltage. That does your street lights, so that'll pop up on the other side of the road under the street lights, goes up the street light and powers the street lights. Let's go. The material on site, and Jerry's coming through. He's putting all that post and rail on the site so you can see where the boundaries are. They've all been pegged out. I'm standing now on where the footpath is going to go. So you'll have your site, your footpath. We've got this is the AP20 they've put down. That's been compacted. Then we've got the swale just here. So this is basically they rough out what the swale will look like. This morning we had a test on the road, and they came through and they tested the subgrade to make sure it's suitable to build a road on. That all passed, and now what they're doing is they're bringing these big piles of stone in. This is your AP65, and they're building it up. So that road, they'll build this up in layers all the way through, give you a nice solid base to come through and put the seal on. If we're looking here at the moment, this is our manholes. These manholes are for our stormwater, where it's been collected, and that'll be taken through and discharged. Here along here, we've still got one of the service trenches which is open, which is quite interesting to have a look at. So at Maymorn Farm, all of the sites have sewer to the boundary. They run off a mini sewer pump, and that's for off-peak pumping. So that runs through these black pipes. So rather than your traditional large sewer pipe, which is gravity fed, this is all pressurized. So this will go from your site through this black pressurized pump. So that's actually coming this way. You've got the green conduit there, that's your chorus. So again, all of the sites come with fibre to the front of the property. It's one of the turnkeys or your design and builds, obviously that'll be part of the build package as well. And then you've got the large orange pipes, and that's your power. So that'll be your house power to each of the sites. So that'll go up that big conduit there. And then you'll see the MagSafe, which is round up, and that's in piles as you go along. That's just a flat plastic that sits on top of, just above your power conduit, and that way if anyone's digging, they won't go through. They'll realise they've hit that before they hit the power conduit. So this is the MagSafe. This sits on top of your conduit, so it sort of sits above it like that, and then we bury that. So it just means if you're coming along with your digger, that'll get picked up and alert the digger driver that there's a power cable underneath before you actually hit it. This little ribbon next to it, this is what they call detectable tape. It's got sort of like a steel in it or a metallic in it, and that just means it'll get picked up with a little beep 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 thing that comes along when they're looking for where the sewer pipe is, because of course it's plastic, so they need to put something metallic in it so they can pick it up. So I'm standing here inside what will be one of the swales. This is one of the manhole chambers. This has a pipe running out to the middle of the street. Okay, so that's your manhole. For this will be a scruffy dome. So this will be collecting, essentially what's going to happen here is you're going to have a scruffy dome on top of this. The water from the swale will come into here. What doesn't soak away will overtop into the scruffy dome, go into this chamber, There's a bit of float here before it actually hits the pipe. Once it gets to about that deep, it'll start running through this pipe and into this manhole. And this manhole is connected, so it has an incoming one from there, and that goes up to that manhole, and it collects all the stormwater from there, and that takes it through to the treatment devices. So even though we've got the footpath prepped on the other side, the swales have been bulked out and we're building up the road, there's still some of these service trenches that need to be finished and backfilled. This one here, we still need to do the laterals or the connections for the chorus. So this is your chorus here, the green pipe. I've got your black 65. This is your pressurized pump. This connects to your wastewater pump. And then here we've got the MagSafe sitting on top of the power conduit. So we've still got to run that cable will still need to be pulled. As far as the sites go, they're actually ready to be built on. They've been pegged. Title's expected in a few months' time. So we'll start building on some of these sites already. So this gives a really good example of the road stripped back to its basics. I'm standing on the subgrade here. We've come through on either side. You can see this P metal. Under here is where the Nova coil sits, and that'll sit underneath the curves. That's already been installed. We're standing on the subgrade. We'll now start to build this up, okay, and actually build the road. So the road's got to come up about another 600 from here. On either side, you can already see the slope. On either side, that'll be your swales on either side of the road. So the road will curve down over the flush curb and into the swale where the water will be collected. And then above that, on the left-hand side here, you can see we've already prepped for the footpath. One of the really cool things up here at Maymorn Farms is the sections are all post and rail fencing. These still have a 50 by 150 capping rail to go on top of them, but it's a bit of a rite of passage in our family. We've been using post and rail fences on our developments for 30 odd years. All the boys, as we've come through, we used to have to dig them by hand. Now we ram them with the rammer, which is on the back of the tractor, which is far better, a lot less work. But if you look around a lot of our subdivisions that we've built over the years, they all have the post and rail, and they definitely stand the test of time, and it really just adds to all the charm. You know, these are bigger sites. They look really cool with the post and rail fencing around them.